minutes. Yeah,
You've got literally
Give
10
breather,
minutes. Yeah.
Right, and then
get your,
then I would then get your 7 out,
yeah.
7 out because you got less time to warm. So get your 7 out, do some quick back stretches, swing a few, then put the ball down. Focus on alignment straight away. Get your alignment, make sure everything's correct. From there, then just play a few swings at looking for a solid strike.
Okay.
You're not looking to rip it.
Yeah.
You're not looking to
just hit the ball nice and firm.
Yeah, just make good contact.
Yeah.
Don't worry about how far it's going to go. Don't worry about hitting it, smashing it through the net, anything like that.
Yep.
You're looking for good contact.
Okay.
Start your round off just by hitting the ball
Okay.
out the middle if you can.
Okay.
As slow as you
can.
And
if you have only got 10 minutes to hit that ball in the nets, you quickly do a couple of putts. Just to
if the putting green's nearby.
Yeah, get a feel for the putting green.
Do 10 putts,
right?
just quick 10 putts.
Jump the trolley, get the trolley, whatever it is, electric, manual, whatever.
Make sure you go and see your pro, go and get a Mars bar.
Yeah, get your Mars bar for 29p, or have they went up? get your Mars bar, get your card. First tee box, what do you hit? Par 4, I don't know, let's say 380 yards, what do you hit? Do you get the driver out, or do you go something less because you haven't warmed up properly?
I'm a believer in going for the driver. It depends on the hole. If the hole's narrow, pull out your long iron.
Yeah.
Your long iron.
Or your
hybrid.
Yeah,
if you're consistent with that.
Yeah,
if it's not, just a standard par 4, pull out your driver and just focus on good contact. Don't try not to rip it your first shot of the day 400 yards down the centre of the fairway, because it's likely it's not going to happen. If it does, it's lucky. Start with good contact.
So you got
on
pond.
the centre.
Say it's me, get the driver out, you got a pond on the left hand side first hole, right?
Yeah.
I go left to right.
Yeah.
I aim at that pond because it's the left hand side of the fairway,
yes.
And then it should come nicely into the fairway.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because what did you say to me last week? Go for the main bit of the fairway that you're going to be able to use. So I aim left because it's going to fundamentally come back.
It's going to bring double the amount of fairway back for you. If you aim down the middle, if you play a left to right ball flight and you aim down the middle, you're generally aiming for half a fairway.
Yeah.
Aim to the left side, you've got double the side of the fairway. That's if you can feel and you're consistent with your ball flight. Aim to the other side.
Cool.
For those that aim to the left and actually hit it left, they're really not confident during that swing and slow down and hit it left. Yeah. They hit it straight.
So they need
to commit to the shot.
Absolutely. And if you hit it straight, you just need to commit, don't you?
Yeah.
You need to commit, get the middle of the fairway,
definitely.
And then you just go for it.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, next one. We will go for America versus Europe in the Ryder Cup.
Oh, yeah. We're going to go a quick one over that one, are we?
We probably need to have a quick...
Yeah, so America over Europe. I saw a lot of posts online saying it was down to the putting, and I definitely agree. Americans, a lot of putts were dropping. Their putting was much better than ours. Like, absolutely was. Europe, it seemed to just brush the edges. A few missed by quite some way.
Yeah.
But the putting wasn't there. Completely agree. But then you look at the actual players.
Yeah.
Well, the US lineup is unreal.
US is average 8 in the world. Their team's average 8 in the world, isn't it? Whereas we're 31 average in the world.
Right.
Like if you did world rankings, and it's like that's a big
massive
disparity,
jump.
Isn't it? It's huge. It's you might as well put both teams in the Atlantic Ocean because that's how big it is.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? The one thing I took away from it, which was quite interesting, I agree with the putting. We were awful.
Mm-hmm.
We couldn't sink a putt. The one thing I really took away was Rory when he came off. He's quite emotional. He obviously hadn't played that well in the first 2 days. He did well in the singles, but it was what he came out with actually in the press. He said, he wants to play for the next 20 years in the Ryder Cup, but he then said, like, we could be in trouble for the next 20 years almost.
Do you know there's definitely an area that we could all agree with. That it's true that the US team is so young, so strong, so unbelievably talented players.
But why? Right, this is really one for you because you're a pro. You develop players.
Yeah.
You develop kids as well.
Yeah.
Why are we not? Why? All right, UK first.
Mm-hmm.
Europe as a whole. Why are we not producing the young players like America is? And yes, I get they've got the college system, and I get the whole scholarship thing as well. Do we need to bring that through? Because if we don't do something, we're going to get battered in Rome again. We'll get battered. In 2023, we'll get battered.
Yeah.
In 2025, when we go back to the States, we'll probably get battered again, and that's not good enough. You know.
Yeah, well, I would say that what you just said there about the colleges and the universities, they're a big thing for it. They're massive. It's somewhere where they have to go, they have to learn and stay in education. So that's something that keeps them involved in golf. They've got better weather. They are golf mad over there. We do say it's a home of golf here, but the weather's against us a lot of the time. Yeah. And as big on the sport as the US are, they can push it a lot more.
Yeah, they can.
And they're crazy. The advertising of it, they're pushing on it. Oh no, it's crazy. So. I'm just chatting absolute nonsense there. I'll just ignore that bit.
It's not nonsense because you are right. The Americans have a system that actually works, whereas we don't. We don't seem to have a system that are bringing youngsters through like they do.
Yeah, as a coach right now who coaches juniors, it's harder now than ever. To get them going. That's all I'm going to say. So to get your good ones, they're likely to come from the golf clubs already that have got very successful players like your links courses, like your Birkdale, like your Wallasey, your Royal Liverpool around that area there will have a lot of young good players, but there's not enough around the UK. Which US is full of them.
Which is alright, I think we've done Ryder Cup. Is it a pressing subject, to be honest?
It is,
It was
enjoyable to watch.
It was very enjoyable to watch. The golf was great, but I think I think that's something to touch on maybe later down the line about how we bring young ones through, and master that as well.
Ignore what I said. It was
it's all right. Many people do.
I just saw you on your phone, so I was just chatting. Watching you read your phone.
I was just like, I was keeping up to. I'm trying to keep you on track because now and again you waffle. So
I can waffle.
I've got to keep you on track, mate.
People like waffling.
Scotland, how was it? First course.
Scotland, amazing. Yeah. First course, Royal Aberdeen.
Would you go again?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Any of them. Yeah, any of them, 100%.
Cool. And what sort of price are we talking for Royal Aberdeen?
Price? I don't know. I don't know. It's probably around 150, I'd say.
And is it worth it?
Yeah, definitely.
Links course, Aberdeen's on the coast.
They're all links courses that I played. They're all unbelievable, very impressive courses. But Royal Aberdeen, very old school. On arrival, you get in there. You definitely know you're at a more old school golf course. Went to the clubhouse. We got a really nice warm welcome from the head pro. Nice. He came out, showed us around, he gave us a quick tour of the place as well. It's old school in the clubhouse. Really is.
Was it windy? Was it dry?
It was very windy. It rained a little bit, but it was very, very windy. And you know what we thought would be a good idea? Go on. Let's go off the back tees. Let's make it even harder.
Well, that's a great idea. Yeah.
So we're hitting driver 3-wood wedge into par 4s, and you can consider there's not many pars made that day. But it was very, very difficult. But it was a very, very enjoyable golf course. Cool. It was a very tough challenge.
It's good. That's what you want, though, isn't it? When you go to a different course in a different location, you want that challenge. You want something to, really, really challenge you, I suppose.
You're against every course you play. You're against the course. And if you get used to the same course locally, you just want a new challenge.
Exactly.
If I'm looking for one that's tough, trust me, that was
tough.
I would never play well in those conditions on that course.
Fair enough.
So the par 4 has become near 500
par 5s into
wind as well. It's good. It was good fun. Definitely go again.
Good. And what's next week's golf course? What after Royal Aberdeen?
Day 2, Royal Aberdeen. It was Nairn. Now Nairn.
Well, that'd be good. Let's just keep that. We'll keep that for.
That was very impressive.
Oh really?
Yeah.
We'll keep that for episode 3.
Let's do that.
We'll maybe discuss that a bit more detail. You seem a bit more.
Yeah.
Did you have a tough time at Royal Aberdeen? Is that why we're not going to really go into it?
Right. I'll explain a little bit. But the first tee is great.
I'm just trying to get a bit more out of you.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Here we go. You'll love this, right? So I'm getting there. It's only 4 of us, 4 ball. And we're sat inside the clubhouse having a drink and a bit of food, watching the people tee off on the first tee, which is right outside the window, right next to us. And we're watching these people duff them. I'm there thinking, these guys, they're in for it today. They're going to struggle with the wind and all that. I get out there, I was last on the tee out the 4.
Yeah, but you are the pro.
Yeah, but these guys are good as well.
Yeah, but you're the pro.
Good. Yeah, well,
I'm just saying.
Right, okay.
I'm just throwing that one in there. You are the pro. Do you know what I'd expect you to be last on the tee.
So I put my 5-wood out, my new TaylorMade 5-wood.
Yeah.
And it's straight on the wrapper.
Yeah.
So I'm looking down at the ball, feeling the wind almost blow me aside because I don't weigh very much, so it was a bit hooley.
You're an athlete.
I'm an athlete, yeah. I watch my weight.
Yeah.
And so looking down the centre of the fairway, there's my target, and I swung, and on the way down I felt a bit of wind on my backswing, swung down and must have hit about 2 inches behind the golf ball, and with an open club face, so I sliced it onto the other fairway on the right. And not only that, I got down there to the ball after looking for it. I think that guy is definitely taking my golf ball. So I went over and I said, did you see a ball come down here? And
Had you marked?
What?
Had your ball marked with your initials?
Yeah.
All right, okay.
So I said, did you see this ball with this on? And he said, yeah, but I didn't think that was anyone from the first tee because that is wild. I was like, it was. Proper got ripped into by a local member, yeah. You hadn't seen many shots there.
What fairway was he on?
I don't know. Well, it's the one that's near it. It's the nearest one to the right-hand side of it. Wow. And I was on that fairway. And he was a shock to see a ball there and thought, I'll take that.
Was he a pro as well, calling you wild?
Oh, no, he definitely wasn't. So that was even more insulting. But yeah, it got a bit better from there, but it was a difficult day.
That's good.
I felt that's highlight of the day.
I think we probably need to gloss over Royal Aberdeen by the sounds of things.
Yeah, it's a cracking course.
Yeah, cracking course, really but you suffered.
Yes.
Yeah, right, okay. let's move on.
Okay.
Yeah, new gear.
Sounds good.
What new gear have you got, Luke? What new gear is in the pro shop? What do we need to buy? You rinsed me last week after the lesson.
I did.
So, don't tell me about you. Tell the listeners. Don't tell me.
Some new gear. Well, in my shop, I stock a few brands, and the two bigger ones are TaylorMade and Callaway, and both of them have brought out new wedges.
Oh well.
Now, TaylorMade is the milled grind 3.
You can't sell me any, all right?
I'm trying.
Whoa!
Just listen to what
I've got
a
52, a 56, and a 60. I don't want any more wedges.
Yeah,
all right, I'm grand. No, they're all TaylorMade.
These will reduce your handicap by 10 shots.
You've seen the TaylorMade. You've seen the wedges.
Yeah.
No, they won't. They won't. Your lessons might, not the new wedges. Jesus.
Well,
go on.
Right.
Tell the listeners.
The milled grind 3.
Unbelievable.
With each club that comes out, there's always small changes. So they can always keep having changes per year. If not, they'd run out of ideas. So this one, this time, what's the name of it? Is it
the Jaws one?
No. That's Callaway. So
the ribs.
It's micro rib.
It's all about the ribs.
So it's micro rib. Yeah. So basically,
they'd suit me because I'm micro.
Same micro ribs.
Yeah.
So you could use me for a shot and got a bit of backspin. Yeah. So the idea is that they've got the normal grooves, and in between the grooves they've got these micro indentations which add more friction. Now, to get spin, you need a lot of friction. That's all spin is, friction on the club face. So they're trying to generate more areas for the ball to go inside of to bring the backspin. So they're claiming more spin.
So it's better for higher handicappers then, isn't it?
All I would say.
Yeah.
Because even the lower ones want to control it more.
Absolutely. Because if you have more areas on the club face that will create the spin, then you're going to get a better shot, aren't you?
Yeah.
Or a more consistent shot, should I say?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you're controlling the ball in a similar way, if you're using the same golf ball, that massively helps.
Yeah.
Getting used to the same things, then you'd get more control on the golf ball. That's what we're looking for. But then with Callaway, they brought out. It's like their shore out. And the shore out wedge was a wedge that they brought out for a bunker. It had massive cavity on it, which makes it a lot easier to get out of bunkers. So if you bought that and you're still struggling, then have a lesson. But
what are you trying to say?
No,
if somebody bought that and they can't get out of a bunker, what are you saying?
I'm saying you need to have a lesson with it. That's all I'm saying. Because it makes it a lot easier.
They need to have a lesson with you. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, if they want to travel here, yeah, of course, any time. But
there must be some club if you shouldn't. You should be.
My opinion, like if you're a general golfer buying that,
99 times out of 100, you should be out of the bunker.
Yeah.
Regardless what bunker.
No, because you might thin it instead.
Yeah, but even a pot bunker.
No.
Right. Okay.
It makes it easier.
We're getting into
lift
a little
the ball.
bit. Out of your normal club bunkers.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. I'm just digging deep.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
I've got my bucket and spade, and I'm digging deep to see.
And that's coming out. Yeah.
Absolutely, to see what we're doing with these.
The idea of that wedge is to stop it from digging too far in the sand, so it comes out clean.
Yeah. So what about this new one?
So the new one, the design is similar in terms of the grooves go up the entire face.
Okay. What's this one called? Shark.
Jaws.
That's it.
So the jaws.
I knew we'd be talking about sharks.
The name is carried on the jaws.
Okay.
It's called the jaws full toe.
Yeah.
So the grooves go on the entire face of the club.
Okay.
So if you do miss hit it
Yeah.
on the toe, you might get a little bit of extra spin,
You
which
might.
always helps.
Yeah.